looks like we got a clue from this when we watched the Atozy video yesterday. And I'm wondering if this is not the same dentist that I was thinking of when I said, oh yeah, we watched a Charlie stream about, or a Charlie video about this. And I'm thinking I could potentially be wrong. So I want to check out this TikTok dentist getting thrown in prison. 'Cause I am curious. I am absolutely curious. So this could be something completely different. And I have a feeling it's gonna be rage-inducing. So okay, Hitomi, you need to go to the rules section up at the top, and you have to check mark the box saying that you agree to the rules. Then you can start posting. And Marshmallow, thank you for the resub. Alright, so let us check this out. Whoop, I muted. Damn it, I haven't done that in a while.
These TikTok dentists are ruining people's lives, but for some reason, that's not stopping people from lining up down the block and just letting these people drill on their teeth. Because, hey, I guess we have a massive common sense issue going on in this country, because 4 years ago on TikTok, the only dental advice we saw were those teenagers filing away their teeth.
I'm gonna file my teeth down with a nail file because they are not perfect.
What? What now? It, by the way, hang on.
Dental advice we saw were those teenagers filing away their teeth.
I'm gonna file my teeth down with a nail file because they're...
That's not a nail file. That's not a nail file. That's an emery board. That's not a nail file. So, this young lady is stupid in more ways than one. It's a good thing she's pretty.
They're not perfect.
I guess that was for the aesthetic look. We did actually cover this about 1 billion years ago, as I'm now a dinosaur in the commentary space, but back then, at least the general consensus on TikTok was never take any dental advice from anyone on that platform. I guess at that time, the only people doing...
Shadow Spread, I'm not so sure Alaska is any better at this point.
Cheer 100, I just came back from the dentist, lol.
Did she still kill her? Ha ha ha!
It were teenagers who didn't know better, but unfortunately, only 4 years later, we have this wave of TikTok veneer techs, which isn't even a real term, but they're literally not dentists. They gain followings on TikTok, shilling...
Okay. So we did watch this. Atozy did do a video on this last month? I think it was last month he did a video on this. These veneer technicians that these veneer technicians would go to like a weekend class, and then they were saying, hey, now I can do veneers, and they were fucking up people's teeth. So this is a follow-up to that video we watched like a month or a month and a half ago. Okay, now we're cooking.
Absolute garbage veneer procedures for anywhere from $1,000 to $8,000. And while that sounds like a lot of money, if you've ever gotten real veneers, especially here in the US, you would know that sounds a little bit too good to be true. And you would be right to think so, because multiple clients of these TikTok veneer techs have almost either passed away due to these procedures or completely lost their teeth. And this has completely altered their lives as they know it. I previously made a video on this topic where we covered the influencer by name of Winter, who had her jaw movement completely destroyed.
Okay, yeah. So we watched his previous video about this, and for those of you who are not familiar with it, my react to it is, yeah, Kanito. We reacted to his video about this woman and others before on this subject. That react video is on YouTube. So if you're, wait, what? What are you talking about? No, I don't think she passed away.
This topic where we cover the influencer by name of Winter, who had her jaw movement completely destroyed by one of these veneer techs. And
Yeah, no, she didn't. No, she didn't pass away. He said her jaw movement was destroyed. She didn't die. Yeah, no, she did not die. I think you may have misheard. But if you wait, what?
passed away. Just multiple clients of these
Imagine
TikTok
being so
veneer
vain that you hate being able to chew food.
And you would be right to think so, because multiple clients of these TikTok veneer techs have almost either passed away due to these procedures or completely lost their teeth. And this is
Yeah, he said almost passed away. He didn't say that someone did pass away. No, he said almost passed away. No one, yeah, still almost. Yeah. Well, like dental fuck-ups can be very serious health detriments, especially if you end up getting like very serious like infections. If you can get very serious infections, absolutely those can be fatal. Like if you get like you can get like a staph infection from dental surgery, and that can absolutely be fatal. It's not common because most professional dentists are careful about that. Plus, you can get prescribed antibiotics. So, I know, Aki. But yeah, so if you're wanting to see part 1 of this story, I've got to react to it on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. You can go watch it there if you're a little bit lost on context.
completely altered their lives as they know it. I previously made a video on this topic where we covered the influencer by name of Winter, who had her jaw movement completely destroyed by one of these veneer techs. And the plot has thickened as a lot more stories are coming out about other people's experiences with these veneer techs. Inside Edition recently ran a story on a woman who had her entire life ruined by a veneer tech. And we gotta check.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be honest here. Inside Edition is not exactly known for hard-hitting journalism. They kind of go for the more sensationalized brands of journalism. So, yeah, and you are correct, Lord Lurker, there is no such thing as risk-free surgery, but there is a matter of having a surgical procedure done by an actual doctor and someone who went to a weekend course on how to do veneers. Big difference.
Check that out because it is just wild.
This woman says a so-called veneer technician offered an amazing deal for the smile of her dreams.
I was gullible at the time. I was excited.
She says for $3,500, this woman, known online as the Veneer Fairy, performed the procedure. She permanently glued veneer caps over her existing teeth.
I've seen her in
What?
the Fairy. Yeah, teeth glistening. Who did?
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Look at her face. When she tilts her head, you can see the look of regret on her face.
Existing teeth.
I've seen her in the Fairy. Yeah, teeth.
Right there. Right there, she's going, wait a minute, something ain't right here. She's regretting her decision right now. That is the moment of regret. She's going, wait a minute, what the fuck have I done?
Glistening. Who did that? Oh.
But just 1 hour later,
I was crying, in tears. My mouth was on fire. It felt like
Well, yeah, because they said that she probably fucking super glued the veneers over her teeth, which is making contact with her gums. And it's like, holy shit, like, super glue and bare skin, especially sensitive tissues like the mouth, sucking out. It's actually dangerous. You can actually get chemical burns from that. If she used super glue, like I'm suspecting, we'll find out here in a minute. Or epoxy, yes, braga, yes, or epoxy. Although most super glue is kind of amalgamous to epoxy to some degree. It's like a lower grade, I would say. But yeah, it's on bare skin and especially sensitive tissues like the gums. Holy shit, it's painful and it's dangerous. Like, have you seen the the videos that fucking dumbass TikTokers did several years ago, where they would like super glue their mouth shut? There was a TikTok. There was like a stupid ass trend several years ago where TikTokers would actually super glue their lips together, and they realized very quickly, oh, this is a bad idea, because it would burn like hell, and of course they had to go to the hospital to get the glue removed. So, yeah. Oh yeah, Falcon, I am dead fucking serious. This used to be a thankfully short-lived trend on TikTok. I am not going to look up videos to show you guys to because it is extremely dangerous, and I'm not going to show that.
1,000 ants.
1 single hour is how long they lasted. Here's a screenshot of her deleted page, and as you can see, her pricing is on the bottom left there. $1,500 sounds cheap for veneers until you realize they'll last for an hour. Yikes. But are you getting constant spam calls? Well, if so, you might have a lot of unwanted information about yourself on the internet. And to get rid of that, you need to combat data brokers. We've all signed up to something with our number, and then suddenly you're being spammed by all sorts of telemarketers and scammers, because data brokers, they essentially just take your information from various sites and they sell them to the highest bidder. A massive problem with this, though, is there's way too many of these sites, and you're going to have to email every single one a takedown request.
I actually don't remember that one.
You'll be spending more time doing this than most
yeah, Canito, I think that was mentioned. I think you mentioned that before.
They manage all that for you, and
I do believe you mentioned that before. About putting their loaded gun to their junk.
I've been now using Incognito for about 10 months now, and it's already had 256 data collectors.
I mean, TikTok is like, let's face it, TikTok is the bane of our existence these days. It really is. It has become the absolute bane of our existence.
So I'm happy there's at least a solution to this massive problem. So if you're dealing with these same issues, you can use my code Atozy for 60% off your first year. For me, the service has already been a massive win because the spam calls I used to get multiple times a day have vanished.
Oh, I can imagine, Taurus.
That's the tip of the iceberg for what data collectors collect. The crazier stuff would be your shopping habits, address, social security number, and employment history.
He's still going.
Incognito wanted to support the channel and allow me to promote a product that I personally use and enjoy. So if you think Incognito can help, you can go to incognito.com/Atozy.
That's probably the reason why some people try to get it, get the U.S. government to ban it from the country.
Let's continue the video.
She says that
that's not the primary reason. The primary reason is because of all sorts of bullshit. But I imagine someone probably brought up the fact that, more than a couple people probably brought up the fact that TikTok is systematically destroying the brains of the youth of America. I mean, yeah.
Veneer Fairy tried to pull out the veneers, but they wouldn't budge. So the patient, Special Overton, says she took matters into her own hands.
I knew it wasn't something that I was going to keep in my mouth. I took my hand and I yanked them as hard as I could. I just closed my eyes and I prowled them out. I didn't know if I pulled my teeth out, but I know I wanted some type of relief.
Go to a hospital or a real dentist.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Atozy was saying it. Yeah, why the fuck didn't you go to the goddamn emergency room? Like, holy shit, she treated this like it was a goddamn Saw movie. Like, sweetheart, yeah, you want to do it as soon as possible, but holy shit, you don't have to rip your fucking teeth out of your gums to pull them. What the actual fuck? Like, seriously, I mean, yeah, the veneer bitch was bad enough, but like, why the hell would you go, okay, I'm having a medical problem, and the first response not be, I need to get the fuck to an ER now. And instead, I'm just going to, Einhander, thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you so much.
Cheer 100 cheap gets you shit results. Also, isn't there like emergency room insurance for this? My brother-in-law got it when he had an emergency.
Well, I imagine, like, if you have, most health insurances have dental coverage involved with it, for the most part. And so, yes, presumably this would be covered by it. But still, like, yeah, I mean, it is panic mixed with idiocy, but it's like, I don't know. If I'm in pain, my first thought is go to the hospital, not I'm going to rip my fucking teeth out. Like John Kramer has just put me into a game. Yeah, God, I wish I had that on my soundboard right now. It's like, what the fuck? Seriously? That speaks to a whole different level of where people's brains are functioning at these days. Beyond this TikTok dentistry. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Nikki. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. I hope you enjoy it live as well. Oh, Taurus, I'm telling you, every day, Idiocracy is looking more and more like a documentary. Every day, it's looking more and more like a documentary. Not even a prophecy, a fucking documentary. Honestly.
Dentist yanking your teeth out of your mouth? What? Hold up. Okay, let me rephrase my previous statement. $1,500 sounds cheap until you realize they'll be so painful that you will physically rip your teeth out within an hour of having them. How are these people not in jail? But after doing a lot of research on this topic, I'm seeing a lot of people say a lot of these veneer techs are actually getting these veneer inserts off of Temu. So I did some searching around on Temu.
No fucking way. They're getting the veneers from fucking cheap knockoff China brand. Oh my fucking god. The only way it could have gotten even worse is if instead of saying Timo, he said they got them from Wish. That would be the only way it could be worse. Fuck me. Yeah, exactly, Falk. That's what I was saying. The only way it could have been worse is if he said they got it from Wish. Like, so, the veneers themselves are probably toxic in and of themselves. Because they came from China, and they're probably infused with arsenic or something. Oh my fucking god.
And I sure did find some man-made horrors. The alarming thing is 48,000 of these sets.
Temu Geiger counter starts clicking. Do you taste metal? No, say some. Et yar ning chan yan chain chas.
I think Dracula Flo started to have a stroke there at the end. He started losing brain to mouth connectivity, it sounded like. And this is what those Temu veneers cost. $22. $22 for those veneers.
Have been sold for under $20. So now it's starting to make a little bit more sense how these veneer techs can charge so low but still make so much. So I mean, hey, if you have zero regard for human life and you don't mind potentially going to prison, being a veneer tech seems to be...
Stone Killer? You might want to check because the video that I originally thought this might have been about, which I was wrong. We checked out a Charlie video, like 2 months ago, where it was TikTok dentists. No, sorry, this wasn't dentists. This was plastic surgeons who were like doing fucking TikTok dances with patients' fat, like in the goddamn OR. They were doing like TikTok dances. So honestly, in this day and age, you might want to check. Petra, I'm pretty sure they're getting charged. Yes, Lord Merker, it's bad. I've got that one. Hi, Albrecht. I've got that one from Charlie also on the YouTube channel if you want to check that out. It's a cringe one. And Albrecht, we're talking about we're doing a follow-up to the TikTok veneer people that Atozy did. He's going over more that apparently these TikTok veneer specialists are supposedly using veneers that they're buying off of Temu for $20. That's the veneers that they're putting in people's mouths. And they just had a woman who literally had the veneers just glue them over their regular teeth. And the woman in question, instead of going to the hospital, just ripped them out with their bare hands. Because panic, I guess. I don't know.
A pretty profitable venture. That's a joke, by the way. Please never do this to someone. I don't care how stupid the customer is. Don't enable their stupidity for profit.
We found unlicensed operators advertising their services across the USA.
You want to do a moldy, right?
Jay Colombo of Fairfield, New Jersey sure looks like a dentist. Online, he calls himself the Dental Daddy.
Somebody throw up a goddamn red flag, because holy shit, anybody who advertises themselves as a dental daddy? Big fucking red flag. Thank you, Marshmallow. That is red flags all over the fucking place. Dear fucking God. Like, seriously. You're a dentist. If you are a real dentist, you are expected to have a level of professionalism. You do not need to do this ghetto gangster name bullshit to get clients. You need professionalism and word of mouth that you do a damn good job. I see someone that says,
Lay
I'm a
back
dental
and open
daddy.
your mouth wide for your dental daddy.
Lurker. You get that one. And not me this time. Holy. Oh, red bastard. I am sorry that your grandfather had to hear this in his time in the beyond. But like seriously. I mean, somebody calls themselves a dental daddy, I am immediately either next or turning around and walking the fuck away. If I go into a dentist's office without said advertising and I get in the chair and they go, "Hi, I'm the dental daddy," it's like, thank you, I'm going to leave now. Yeah, if a dentist sits down to work on my teeth and says that I can call them dental daddy, my immediate impulse is, thank you very much, have a good day, and walk the fuck out now. Like, Jesus. Yep. Oh my God.
The dental daddy? Really? No way people let the TikTok dental daddy work on their teeth. This is straight up Darwinism. Remember?
And people will, because he's specifically marketing. Honestly, this is going to sound bad, but this is what it is. He's specifically marketing to the low-income ghetto demographic. That's who he's marketing to. He is marketing to low-income ghetto families, where something like this is actually appealing. For whatever reason that might be from a sociological standpoint. But that's who he's marketing to. Because normal, rational people think like we do, where somebody calls themselves dental daddy and it's like, go fuck yourself, you're not getting anywhere near my teeth. Somebody with ghetto mentality or low income in the ghetto is going, okay, this guy sounds great, because they have lack of options. And they're used to this kind of labeling of individuals. That's just how it is. And I mean, no judgment call on those individuals themselves, but that's just kind of how it is.
The viral question of, oh, would you spend a night in the forest with some dude or a grizzly bear? And then a shocking amount of women were like, the grizzly bear. I feel like this is the dental equivalent to that question. Would you rather have Dr. Jones work on your teeth or the TikTok dental daddy? Gee, I don't know. And I'm comparing these two questions because, let's be real, I don't think it's the guys who are lining up around the block to see the TikTok dental daddy. I want a boring dentist. A dentist.
And you know what? He's right. Because in addition to what I was just saying, he's absolutely dental daddy is 100% marketing to women. He is 100% marketing to women. He's using a label and he's using his looks to get women in the door. That's it. That's what he is absolutely doing that.
Who is obsessed with teeth, not TikTok aesthetics. Speaking of which, I had the most boring experience at the dentist last time I was there because throughout the entire session of him cleaning my teeth, which was like 45 minutes, he was shilling me some, I guess, like wireless toothbrush that kind of tracks where I've brushed within my mouth. And it was kind of like a 45-minute unskippable ad, which...
God. Really? Okay, I feel bad for Atozy now because holy shit. Like, and this is... I've talked about this before. Like, it is getting to the point where you are literally getting ads in real life that you cannot skip. Like, this is getting, like, this is, the ad things, the ad stuff is getting out of fucking control. Literally out of fucking control. I feel so bad that Atozy had to basically sit through a 45-minute unskippable ad like that. Holy hell.
I couldn't skip or interject in because, you know, I was just laying there gaping with my mouth open. So it's not like I could change the conversation. I just had to sit there and listen to him because, you know, you can't really respond. So that was definitely an interesting experience. At least my Incogni ad was less than 90 seconds and you can skip it. That's where today's sponsor, Incogni, comes in because they manage all that for you. But I much rather prefer that experience than the TikTok dental daddy experience. Whatever that is. I'm not trying to end up like that winter girl from my last video on the topic with a destroyed jaw.
But don't be fooled by that charm.
Let me see your teeth. You have a nice one.
Wearing hidden cameras, Inside Edition producers Katie Taylor and Megan Lupo met with him in this office.
Red Bastard? Yes, I have, and I know exactly what you're referring to. Probably one of the best scenes in the movie. Yes.
Does it hurt? No, it's pain. It's procedure.
The price?
You said it was $6,000?
It's a sale. Oh, you guys want to do this today?
No thank you.
It's a sale? Dude's the worst salesman ever. Also, why is it so dark in there? $6,000 though. That's more than the other lady, but still way less than the US average of about...
Wait, was this from Veneers? I missed that part. Like, did they actually go in for Veneers?
Lupo met with him in this office.
Does it hurt? No, it's pain. It's procedure.
The price?
You said it was $6,000?
It's a sale. Oh, you guys want to do this today?
No.
And yeah, Cryptic, you're right. He sounds fucking stoned. He absolutely does sound stoned. Like, I would be concerned if my dentist is giving me a consult sounding like that. Yeah. Well, I mean, he told me he's not a professional. That's why he's so unprofessional. 'Cause he's not a professional. 'Cause, okay, so for anybody that doesn't know, getting veneers is literally not a simple matter of just having a cap put over your existing teeth. That is not how veneers work. And the reason why people have this I think the reason why some people have this misconception is because of Hollywood. Because if you may recall, on the She-Hulk TV show, that god-awful abomination that should burn in the fire, the hottest pits of hell, there was that one scene in the second to last, I think it was the second to last episode, where she's fighting, whatever the hell the dumb bitch's name is, and she slips on ice, hits the ground, and all of her teeth come flying out. All of her veneers come flying out. And she said, "You knocked out all my veneers." That's not how, but her teeth were just like crooked as fuck. And that's what she supposedly was covering. It didn't work on a whole grand scope of reasons. However, one big thing is, veneers do not simply go over your existing teeth. That's not how veneers work. The way veneers work is your teeth are actually ground down to small nubs. And then the veneers are placed atop those nubs with a cementing compound. No, I think pretty sure crowns go over. You have existing teeth, and the pulp is removed, and the crown is placed on top of that. Veneers, it's. Hang on. Let me make sure I'm thinking of the right procedure here. Da, 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 da. Hang on. Okay. Okay, so I am thinking of crowns with the grounding down. Okay. Okay. So I'm getting my procedures mixed up. So that's the crown where it's ground down. Okay. Don't have enough check Daniels. Yeah, so okay, I'm getting my procedures screwed up. Yeah. But there's still, you still need to have it done by a professional because they have to get fitted properly. If I'm, the veneers need to get fitted. And they also don't straighten your teeth. If you have crooked teeth, a veneer is not going to straighten the teeth. You need braces for that to happen.
Oh, thank you.
It's a sale? Dude's the worst salesman ever. Also, why is it so dark in there? $6,000 though. That's more than the other lady, but still way less than the US average of about $20,000.
We caught up with him outside his office. Are you
Yeah,
performing
who told me?
illegal veneer procedures here? Are you performing illegal
Nope,
veneer procedures?
an ad about face.
No.
Why did you U-turn then, bud? Like, dude is running like he had something to hide. I couldn't find the dental daddy on TikTok or Instagram, but I did find Princess Cuts, who is also featured on this Inside Edition video. And this woman, she's just completely making a joke out of all this. POV, you're about to win the veneer tech competition and I walk in. Being a veneer tech isn't a real thing. These people are just gaslighting people who don't know better on TikTok.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. Right. They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
Okay, what language was that? I'm sorry, what language was this woman just speaking? I need to rewind that because I didn't understand a fucking word that was just spoken. Johannes Yo-Yo, thank you for the follow. Let us listen to this again, chat, because if I have to suffer through it, so do you.
Better on TikTok.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. Right. They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
I need that Billy Madison clip where it says everyone is now dumber for having listened to you, and may God have mercy on your soul. The beginning of it, the first 3 seconds made sense, and then I think and then I think someone had a stroke. I think we all collectively then had a stroke. Like, and again, who the fuck thinks this is professional? Who the fuck thinks this is professional and says, yeah, I want to go have my teeth worked on by this person? But what the fuck?
You should be getting your dental license instead of making these TikToks. This is just so bad. From what I can tell, she's...
She can't get her dental license because she's not smart enough to get her dental license. If she was smart enough, she would have gotten her dental license. But she's not. So she's only good enough to go to a bullshit 2-day weekend course on how to shove veneers into someone's face, and now she can claim that she's the bestest ever and cause people to have a stroke by speaking a foreign language that's masquerading as English. Yes, Nonsensical, I do. It is in, the link is in the channel description below the stream here. Okay, Falcon, you have a good night.
The first self-aware person doing this. Most of the others just conveniently leave out the fact that there aren't a real dentist, but she's at least very forward about it. And her prices are extremely low, scary low, as low or actually lower than the other veneer tech who ruined that woman's life.
Now accepting calls and bookings for New Orleans, Veneer Special, 8 top 8, what the 8 top 8 bottom for $12.50, 10 top 12 10 top 10 bottom for $1,500.
If you pick your dentist off of a TikTok dancing video, you're in for a world of pain. And it seems like this woman is doing pop-up shops all around America, which might help her fly under the radar for longer, or I guess get away with it for a little bit longer. The only problem is she's so public with what she's doing on TikTok. So eventually, law enforcement are going to catch up, you would hope, right? And thankfully, they are cracking down on this activity. It's just taking its sweet time. But it also seems like the government is just playing one big game of whack-a-mole with these people, as CBS News Chicago ran a story on another veneer tech where one of the victims, Monica Bailey here, went to this veneer tech without realizing she wasn't a dentist for braces. And as if that's not bad enough, here's the massive kicker.
An arrest.
Wait, did I hear that right? She went for fucking braces?
Bailey here went to this veneer tech without realizing she wasn't a dentist for braces. And as if that's not bad.
Yeah, braces. This isn't even a dentist thing. You go to a goddamn orthodontist for braces. You don't even go to a regular dentist. And she's going to a fucking veneer tech for braces? What the actual fuck? Now, I have questions. Yeah. Between a dentist and an orthodontist? Absolutely, Knigo. A dentist is responsible for your generalized dental health, and an orthodontist is specifically for straightening your teeth, either through braces or, like, they use Invisalign these days. Orthodontist is specifically for, like, teeth straightening. Yeah, it is a specialty. Only orthodontists will do this. Well, it's more like one is a specialist, not a subspecialist. One is a specialist. So a regular dentist is just a generalized oral health care provider. They do cleanings, they do fillings, they do some very minor repair work. Orthodontists are specifically for teeth. I don't know what the dental medical term would be, but for teeth straightening. That is the only thing an orthodontist does. So, Red Bassett is the thought that counts. Thank you. Dentists will do root canals. Musashi. So regular dentists can't do root canals. Yes, if that's what you say, yes, they can. There are different specialists, oral specialists for different procedures. But an orthodontist is definitely the only one who does braces. You will not go to any other dental specialty for braces. Well, yeah, difficult root canals. That's for a standardized root canal yard dog, a regular dentist can do it. But if you have, if you need a pulpectomy, or anything deeper than that, yes, you would go to an endodontist. Absolutely, yes.
Enough, here's the massive kicker.
An arrest. Davis knows all about that. Apparently, the veneer experts had also been.
Okay, this didn't happen in Chicago. They were just reporting on it. This actually happened in Vegas, which, let's be honest, this happening in Vegas is not a surprise. This is not a surprise that it happened in Vegas. I imagine there are thousands of these clinics in Vegas. Thousands. Vegas and Florida are probably the hubs of the country for this kind of thing.
Operating at this Las Vegas strip mall, and Davis got picked up for illegally practicing dentistry without a Nevada dental license. You see that mugshot, and what goes through your mind?
I couldn't believe it.
Then she looked at a calendar. Court documents show Davis was released from police custody in Nevada on January 31st. It was only 9 days later when Bailey says she and her daughter got braces from the unlicensed dentist.
And again, what? See, this is why you, as a private citizen, if you're considering having some kind of procedure, take 5 seconds to do a little research on it. Yeah, this is insert that re music right now. And Johannes the Great, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it still is mind-boggling to me that this woman went to a dentist to get braces. Maybe I'm crazy. I thought, well, no, I shouldn't say that because it probably isn't common knowledge. But I don't fucking know. It's this is hurting my head right now. This is hurting my brain, the decisions people are making on this.
So in 9 days, she went to her other location in Chicago and just continued business as usual. And this one's especially.
It didn't go. Okay, Atozy. Location of crime, Las Vegas. This was not happening in Chicago. Clark County. Hey, let me listen to something. Hang on.
Dentistry without a Nevada dental license. You see that mugshot, and what goes through your mind?
I couldn't.
This got the veneer
Massive kicker.
An arrest.
Hang on a second.
Davis knows all about that. Apparently, the veneer experts had also been operating at this Las Vegas.
Okay. Also operating. Okay. That also part, I lost that in the original broad. In the original time we walked through that. Okay. I missed the also, the reporter saying also. Alright. Now it makes sense. Okay. Hello, Wemark Woods. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the videos, and I hope you're liking the live broadcast.
Released from police custody in Nevada on January 31st. It was only 9 days later when Bailey says she and her daughter got braces from the unlicensed dentist.
So in 9 days, she went to her other location in Chicago and just continued business as usual. And this one's especially bad because the victim didn't know the person working on her teeth wasn't an actual dentist and was literally just arrested or serving time for this 9 days prior. It doesn't get too much worse than that. But here they had a real dentist look at the situation.
Bailey also.
Well, and this is another thing, is this, this kind of speaks to the current legal system, where someone will get arrested for something, get released, and they are literally right back at it immediately because they receive no punishment. Because they receive no punishment, they go right back to committing the crime, which is a whole entirely different discussion. But honestly, you should not be, these days, anybody who's surprised that somebody gets arrested for, regardless of what the crime is, in this case it was practicing without a license, they get out and almost instantaneously go right back into illegally practicing, should not be a surprise anymore. It absolutely should not be a surprise, which is why you as an individual need to be cautious and you need to research before going somewhere. You need to do your research, use that computer that everybody has, do a search for the person that you're going to see. You can find all kinds of reviews. Do a little bit of research and protect yourself. Always. And this is for anything. Dentists, doctors, mechanics, stores you want to shop at. Do your research. I saw it a while ago, Cryptic. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I did watch Catch Me If You Can. I did.
Also got bad news from Dr. Zalay.
They look like real braces, but they don't connect to anything in the back, and so there's no way to move the teeth.
Meaning the braces aren't fixing anything.
Thankfully, she didn't have to rip out her teeth, but still, she essentially got some useless braces and were scammed out of the money thinking they were real braces.
Yeah.
This is just a terrible trend, and I hope it ends soon, but I don't think we're gonna be that lucky. And I guess this is just one of those new age scams, so please be aware of who gets to work on your teeth. And remember, you can always look up and verify licenses if there's any doubt. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Yeah, or like I said, just do a little bit of research. Take 5 minutes and do some research. Anybody can do it. Homemade egg and sausage griddle. Okay, I'm a little jealous. If it was bacon, I'd be drooling. If it was a bacon and egg griddle, I'd be drooling. I'd be drooling. Bobby Fletcher, you joke. But I'd say we are not far from that. We are not far from that, honestly.